This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Havard versus Hopkins. You all are living together. You all have, at the beginning of your relationship, had a few problems because Mr. Hopkins admitted to cheating, but you survived it, made it forward until the last 3 months when your suspicions have been given a rise again. Ms. Havard, tell me, what has made you think that Mr. Hopkins is cheating again?
Your Honor, I'm trying to do a lot of things right now, and my first suspicion is his phones.
Okay. Phones.
Phones.
Okay.
Plural. Okay.
Plural.
Yeah,
More than one.
More than one.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
Tell me about
his
these phones.
Here with his phones, he clears everything out of his phones. He clears text messages. He clears the phone numbers. He'll get off the phone and delete the number. He'll be on Facebook. He'll delete all of his messages. He'll have 3 calls in his phone for the whole day.
And you're like, this
And they're
doesn't
from
seem
me.
right. And they're all from you. Okay, so you're like, okay, these phones, the fact that there's nothing going on except for me makes you think,
Yes,
Something's
Your
going
Honor.
on.
something's going on.
Yes,
Yeah.
And the first thing that he says when I approach him, he says, "I'm not hiding anything." Well.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't ask you that. I just want to know why you don't have any messages.
And this is what happens, Your Honor. I have evidence, Your Honor.
Okay.
I have evidence. He does.
Ron, would you get that piece of evidence, please?
And this is the second phone. The first phone he broke and threw it in the toilet.
Wait, what?
You broke a phone?
And threw
You
it in
li-
the toilet.
Well, you did like...
Not me. He did.
No.
Yeah, but you did like this.
Yes, he broke. There it is. Yes.
This is what he did with his hand.
Yeah.
Mr. Hopkins,
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
you broke a phone.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been working out.
Do you know how much strength it takes to break a phone in half? When she said break a phone, I thought maybe he threw it or dropped it or something.
No.
Broke it in half. Mr. Hopkins,
Yes, sir.
she's accused you of cheating. Let's start there. Are you denying that?
Now, yes.
Okay, you admitted to in the past.
Yes.
You all worked through that, got back together.
Yes.
And now the suspicions have started up again.
They never stopped.
Oh.
Okay. They
So
never
you
stopped.
They never stopped.
Okay, so you say you've cleaned up your act.
Yes, sir.
But the accusations have still been following you.
Yes, sir.
And so today you want to show once and for all that you are not cheating.
Yes, sir.
But I gotta understand, why are you breaking phones, man? I mean, if somebody asks you a question about it, doesn't mean you break it.
Well, see, there's a way that you ask questions, and there's just an interrogation.
Uh-huh. And so when you get interrogated, you just tear up phones. Hold on.
I got mad. I broke the phone. Now, if I don't have a phone, I can't get accused of cheating or having people call me that doesn't call me or talking to people that I don't talk to.
But here's the thing. This is behavior, this guilt behavior. I mean, somebody's accusing you, you haven't done anything.
Well, I'm not sure I agree.
It's not going to stop there.
Exactly, that's
It's
the thing.
not going to stop there.
You called it guilt. It could be just anger. You know, he admitted to what he did. They're supposed to be working through it. She steadily accused him. Every time something goes on with his phone, she's accused him to the point where he's just frustrated because he thought they moved past that. He breaks the phone in half. And,
Not one, but two.
well, breaking a phone in
phones.
half, I mean, that is an act of anger and frustration. That's not guilt.
Okay,
Ms. Havard.
Ms. Havard.
What have you seen that makes you think he's cheating?
Your Honor, I have seen this blue car.
Okay.
And it's at his job. It's around my house. I've seen him get out the car. I've seen the car at the gas station.
You've actually seen me get out of the car?
Your Honor, I have evidence. May I present?
Yes,
May I
step to the monitor, please.
Thank you. Here's his job, and here's the blue car.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't know if they're meeting each other there. I don't know if he gets, I don't know what's going on, but this is it right here.
So you think this blue car belongs to a woman?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've seen the woman.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I seen him coming from the gas station, Your Honor. I went to the gas station. And he was getting out of the blue car, Your Honor.
At the gas station?
At the gas station. I walked past him, Your Honor, to the blue car. The blue car sped off before I could get to her.
And this is the same blue car that you saw at his job?
Yes, Your Honor, yes.
Okay.
And did you ask him, like, whose car is this? Whose car are you getting out of?
He said, I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you talking about? I don't.
So he's like, I didn't get out of a blue car?
Yeah, he says.
Because I did not get out of a blue car.
What color was it then?
Did you get out of a
Get out
car?
of any car.
What color was it?
I just I get out of any car.
Okay. So we got work, gas station. Go ahead.
Here we go with this one, Your Honor. I'm coming out the house, and I see him in the passenger seat of the blue car, leant back. The girl is sitting up driving. They're getting on the expressway. And I said, what in the world? He's supposed to be at work. He got the same thing he got on every day, all black, black hat, black shoes, black pants, black...
With the same blue car?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the same woman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We're back at the gas station.
Back at the gas station, Your Honor. We're supposed to, so he says, I want to go get a cigar. I said, okay, we can go get a cigar. Let's go get a cigar. So we are walking to the gas station, Your Honor, and this same blue car just pops out of the blue, just drops from the sky. Miraculously, he closed the door on me at the gas station. He has an attitude with me for no reason.
All right, so you get to the gas
We get to
station.
the gas station, he closed the door on me. I said, okay, cool.
The door where you go in.
Yeah.
He didn't hold it for
Yeah.
you.
We go inside the store. I knew they didn't have cigars for whatever. He says, yeah, sir, do you got... No, we don't. We turn around, we leave out the door. Once again, he tried to hit me with the door. We walk in. This blue car pops out of nowhere, pulls in the drive, in the lot. And I said, this is what it is. This is why you got your attitude, huh? Because you can't meet up with your love.
I know you probably said something else, but I'm going to just fill in the blank, your thing.
The same blue car.
The same blue car. And so after she pulled off, because I was adamantly going to her, he's spread himself out. He's now on the way back to the house. He's walking in the street. I'm walking on the sidewalk.
So you're not even walking back
No,
together.
We're not.
And you think that he's mad because you kept him from a
Interrupted his
rendezvous.
freaknik. Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything else? Any other pictures of the blue car?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Back to your podium. All right. So who is Miss Blue Car?
I don't know who Blue Car is.
She said she saw you in the car, not
She did-
once, not twice.
But twice.
Well, twice?
Yeah. She
Okay.
saw him getting out the car, and she saw him getting on the highway in the car.
Okay. Can you give me a plausible reason, an explanation why this blue car keeps popping up in your
I
door?
have no idea.
No idea
I
whatsoever.
have no idea. I never knew anything about a blue car until she said something about it.
So this last instance that she described at the gas station where the blue car was there and she was walking toward it and you walked home with an attitude with her where y'all walking separately, that never happened?
Oh, the attitude, yes. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, me getting out of the blue car or the blue car, you know what I'm saying, I knew anything about it.
So why'd you have the
We got
attitude?
into an argument before we even went to the store, which is why I wanted to go to the store.
You were trying to get away.
Yes.
You had an argument trying to go to the store,
Yes.
get away. She's
Calm
like,
down.
oh, I want to come with you. And you're like,
Yeah.
fine, whatever.
And she, the whole time, she's running her mouth, giving me a bunch of bull, which is why I didn't hold the door for her. And then on the way back, on the way there, she sees this car pulls up. I get even more attitude. So now I'm walking in the street. I don't want to be around her.
I
And
get
it
it.
had nothing to do with any other woman or anything like that.
Miss Havard, have you ever caught him with another woman?
Your Honor, I came home from work one day, and when I opened the door and I walked in, and they heard the door.
They?
They. So, go up the stairs. I hear feet, boom, 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 in the door, like a doorknob, right? And I said, wow, I wonder what he's doing, right? I go in the house. He's laying on the floor. It's a blanket in the reclining chair. And I said, well, what is this blanket doing in the chair? Oh, I was sleeping in there. How? I said, okay. So I walked to the back. I walked to the other room. I said, open the closet. I said, okay. Walked to the back. Oh, Lord behold, the kitchen door. It's a towel hanging on the door. It's a person behind the door.
A person
Behind the kitchen door?
So you find this woman behind the door
I said,
in your house?
yes, Your Honor. Yes,
Is she dressed?
Your Honor, at this time.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
I don't see nothing. I don't see no shoes. I said, okay. I said, okay.
So what
At
did you
that,
do?
I said, well, now look. I said, I gotta make a choice. I said, either I can take care of it now, or I can go back to work and handle it when I get home. So I chose to go back to work because he's not gonna interfere with my money. Right?
You didn't say anything to this woman?
I didn't say anything. I left.
Did you say anything to him?
Honor, I wouldn't be standing here right now had I said anything. It wouldn't have been any words exchanged.
You see.
Okay.
It would-
All right.
Yeah.
So you just quietly stepped
And I
away from
told
this
him,
scene.
and I stood at the stairs facing down, and I said, get that out of my house. And I went back to work. That's what happened.
You know, her voice is scary.
How she drops it like
Yeah,
that?
she's
Cold
like-
is like.
I got goosebumps. I'm
right.
scared. I want to get out your house. I don't even live at your house. All right.
Mr.
Mr.
Hopkins.
Hopkins, she dropped the voice, and what do you do?
Now, when she first comes in the house, she comes home. I know she comes home. My idea.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For her to come home on lunch break to see me, spend time with me.
Okay.
Regardless of what time it is that she comes there, I know she's gonna be there.
Okay.
All right.
Why would I have another woman in the house then?
All right,
Okay.
but she
So
saying...
why did you have another woman in the
I
house?
did not. There was
Your
no
Honor.
one. There was no other woman there.
Please, can I say?
So, but did she yell down to you, get this out of
Yeah,
my
she
house?
said that before she left.
Okay,
Like
and
I
what did
told-
you think she was talking about?
I don't know what she was talking about. I'm looking at her like, you know what I'm saying, what are you talking about?
I mean, he's taking an approach like never happened.
Yeah.
She's relating details, everything, and he says it's black, she says it's white.
No, he's not even saying that. She's saying down, and he's like, It's black. She's like,
I'm wondering what are you
So you're
talking
saying
about?
there was no woman
There was
in your...
no woman there, period.
Your Honor.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, I gotta go back. You come back home that evening. You say, who was this? What was this? He says to you, there was nobody here.
Yes.
And you just do what?
And I said, that's not true. You're lying. This is not gonna work. If I'm at work and I gotta worry about what you're doing in the house while I'm gone, it's not gonna work. It's not work. I need a peace of mind. I'm trying to do too much. I don't have time for it.
You know, let me ask you this. Do you want to be in this relationship?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you love her?
Yes, sir, I do.
Despite all that you say she brings to the table.
Despite all that, she wants me to be a better me. No woman has ever wanted me to be a better me.
And you're trying to be a better you.
Trying.
But sometimes she won't let you.
Exactly.
I think we've got enough. Ms. Havard says there's this woman in the blue car that she has seen him in the blue car. Mm-hmm. He denies it. And then you've got the woman that was found in the house. He says there was no woman in the house. He said none of this happened. He's not cheating. And
Wasn't me.
Wasn't him. And Ms. Havard is convinced he is cheating. And if he's cheating, you are done.
Yes.
This relationship is over.
Yes.
All right. Well, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, I would like to call certified polygraph examiner Michael Williams to determine, is he cheating? Round of 40 minutes.
Michael Williams.
How are you, Mr. Williams?
How are you?
Good, good. You did a polygraph examination of Mr. Hopkins, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You asked Mr. Hopkins, during your relationship with Ms. Havard, have you had physical sexual contact with the woman she had seen you with in the blue car? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
Okay. What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Look at that look on his face, because he like,
It appears to be no surprise to him. She's got a sigh of relief, but we do have more questions.
Oh, yes.
You asked Mr. Hopkins, on the day Ms. Havard claims she found a woman in your house, did you have physical sexual contact with that woman on that day? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, his response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
On this question, the lie detector determined he was being truthful.
You asked Mr. Hopkins, other than what Ms. Havard knows about, during your relationship, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Ms. Havard? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Ms. Havard, Ms. Havard,
Yes.
you came here to find out whether he was cheating.
Yes, Your
It has been
Honor.
determined that he has not been cheating other than what you know about, and that's in the past.
Yes, Your Honor.
So your recent suspicions, unfounded.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have got to let it go.
pull up.
You've got to.
Okay.
You've been together 5 years, but you believe Mr. Creighton has been leading a double life of women and lies, and you have brought him to court today. Tell me why you've opened this case.
Your Honor, you are so right. I've been with this man 5 years.
All right.
This man is a habitual liar, a habitual cheater. He's disrespectful. Women call his phone. He answers, he texts. But when I call or when I text, he never responds.
And you done?
Yes, I am so done.
You're not going any further?
No. All right.
Mr. Creighton, those are some pretty strong allegations and accusations she's got against you. What are you here to show today?
I want to show her that I am a trustworthy man, that I do love her, and despite our differences, I feel as though we have a chance at making this work out.
All right. All right, now you said when you first met things were good. Tell me about the warning signs, though.
The first warning sign is when I first met him. I was walking into the store, he was walking out.
Okay.
He chased me throughout the store. He walked up to me and said, "Ooh, I finally found you. I finally found you." He got my attention. He took my phone out of my hand and put his number in my phone.
Oh.
All right.
That's
So, Mr. Creighton, were you chasing after her?
I was.
Because you were on your way out the store and you made a U-turn.
Yeah, I saw her. I was putting my groceries in the car, and I was like, wow. You know, I couldn't believe it. So I did run back in the store, and I didn't necessarily grab her phone, but I was trying to talk to her, and she was almost as if I'm busy. So I was like, well, listen, I'm running out of time. So then I, politely grabbed the phone and put my number in.
Okay, all right.
all right, so after he put the number in your phone, what happened next?
I proceeded in, and as I was walking through the store, he was in another woman's face.
So minutes after leaving you, he's trying to mac another woman.
Yes, he's
And-
doing the same thing.
All right, Mr. Creighton, I see that you're flashy because I can hardly, all the bling. The court did a little looking, and we found some pictures of you to back that up. Let's see what we got. Look at you.
Oh, look at there, look at there.
Blank, blank, baby. All right.
It wasn't like that in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
He was more conservative. He was not flashy like this. He was more attentive to my needs. We did things together, respectful, and then all that changed.
All right, well, how did that turn come?
Your Honor, he moved a woman in with him.
Well, that's
All right.
pretty hard.
Tell me about that.
Well, what happened is he moved into his place, and he didn't want me to know where he lived at.
That's not true.
He
did
moved
not
to
want me
another
to know
place and
where-
didn't tell you?
He didn't want me to know where he lived at. And it's just one night, I had this intuition, something woke me up out of my sleep. I got dressed, I got in my car, I drove around in the area that I live in, and what did I see? His van backed in at this house.
That's not true, Your Honor.
All right, tell me, I'm getting ready to ask you, why wouldn't you tell her where you live?
This woman, as you can tell, with all this Leo fire and energy in her, always trying to out-talk me about everything, control me. When I was getting ready to move, I mentioned a couple of areas that I was thinking about moving in. Never imagined in my wildest dreams she would actually find this place. So she was driving around the neighborhoods that I had mentioned months earlier that I thought I might move to, and that's how she saw my van.
Okay, that's how she saw your van, but that doesn't explain the other woman that you moved into your new place that you didn't tell her about. Who was the other woman?
The other woman was just a friend that I had knew that was trying to relocate to the city that I was in.
That's not true.
Okay, so
Okay, wait. Is this a woman you've slept with in the past?
Yana, again, it was.
That's a yes or no question, Mr. Creighton. Say it with me. Say it.
Come on, come
Mr.
on.
Creighton, look right at me. Say yes. Look right at me.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
so,
all right.
Ms.
So-
Bowden,
Go ahead, love.
Ms. Bowden, how did you find out about this other
Your
woman?
Honor, Christmas Eve, he called and asked me to come over to the house, but By the time I got over there, he wasn't answering my call. Then he pulls up with the woman in his car.
I see the tears in your eyes.
I get out of my car.
It's all right. This hurt you deeply, didn't it? Yeah. Okay, you looking at her. Do you see how this has hurt her?
I see how it's hurting her, Your Honor, but it was just one time that we were together, this lady and I. We were never a couple at all.
That's not true.
All right. Is this the only woman that you've had an encounter with regarding Mr. Creighton?
No, it's not.
All right.
He was supposed to bring me some food. As soon as he brought the food in, he said, oh, I gotta go to the store to get my T-shirts.
Okay.
So he rushes out. I'm sitting there getting ready to eat, but then I decided that I wanted some lemonade and I wanted some candy. So what I did is I called him, kept calling him. He never answered the phone. So I decided to get in my car and go to the store.
Uh-oh. Now you submitted an exhibit, correct?
Yes.
Would you step over to the monitor?
This is me walking in the store.
Cute dress.
This is him and the woman that he's having a conversation with. He's so involved in the conversation that he don't even see me standing there looking dead at him.
And he never saw you.
He never saw me and I was standing right there.
She was supposed to be at home. I brought her some food.
Did you hear your phone ringing?
I didn't even hear my phone. I ran in there just to come back home. I never thought she was even away from home. It was literally 3 or 4 minutes that I was gone.
So did you actually get to talk to him about what you saw and what was going on?
Yes, I did.
Okay, tell me what happened.
Because by the time I was walking down the aisle, I hear him, Tammy, what you doing here? See, here's the T-shirts. See, I told you I came to get the T-shirts. He had held the T-shirts up to me.
Right.
And I said, I saw you talking to that woman. I said, I called you 3 times. You didn't answer your phone. But no, you were so involved in the conversation. I wasn't talking to no woman. I wasn't talking to no woman. You were. I said, I tell you what, let me go ask her. So I turned and I went to find a woman to talk to her, and he left out. He had on designer flags.
Oh, no.
He almost broke his neck running out the store so he can go to my house and get his food off the counter before I got there.
Okay, you can step back to the podium.
Last time I checked, having a conversation does not constitute cheating on someone. Now, this is what I have to deal with, Jan. I have to deal with her being so, I know women have issues with men, but this is just a conversation in a public place, and it really wasn't a conversation as much as it was me telling the lady which direction she was walking to get her.
Okay, Mr. Crayton, let's suppose all that's true. Why did you run out of the store when Ms. Bowden said, well, I'm gonna go talk to the lady?
Because I knew in my mind she had it made up that she was going to do some dumb stuff, and I needed to get out of there, get to my food that I had just brought her, and get out of that house before World War III started.
That's not true.
You know, a better explanation is you knew what was about to pop off because the other woman was gonna tell that you were trying to mack her.
I wasn't trying to mack the woman. I really wasn't.
Is there anything else, Miss Bowden, that makes you think Mr. Creighton's cheating?
Yes. His phone started ringing. Then he texts. Then all of a sudden, I gotta go out of town. I'm going to Chicago. I said, oh, so now you want to go to Chicago since this person been blowing you up. We know it wasn't a man. So, Friday morning, he leaves out, going to Chicago.
How do you know it wasn't a man?
Yeah.
Okay, whenever he's talking to a woman, what he'll do is, okay, they'll call his phone, then he'll say, hello, hello, like he don't hear him. Hello, hello, and then the phone will hang up. Then what he'll do is go back and text. And then they call back, and then, he act like he don't hear him. That's what he does.
All right, now tell me about this trip. I gotta go out of town.
Yes, so he left Friday morning, telling me that he was going out of town. Okay, Saturday I had to work. I was on my way home. What do I see and who do I see? He's pulling out of the restaurant. I'm behind him. He has a personalized plate.
All right.
Now,
She didn't see me.
No, yes I did.
If she would have saw me, Your Honor, we would have had a high-speed chase.
Let me tell
We've had
you.
that before.
No.
She would have been on a high-speed chase.
No.
She would not have been calm,
When he
trying
saw
to pursue me.
turn around, he took off.
Okay. All right, where were you? If you weren't there?
I was actually in Chicago. So
All right, so what you're saying is that wasn't you?
That was not me.
Mistaken identity.
It was It was not me.
Well, I have proof.
All right, Rob, would you please get that, please?
What type of proof you got?
All right, tell me about what I'm looking at.
So, he come back in town on Monday, supposedly. My daughter finds the proof on my kitchen table.
Your daughter found this on the kitchen
folded up
table.
on my
And this is a
table.
receipt.
Yes, that's
for a
the receipt
hotel.
from the hotel.
And
If
this
you notice-
hotel is near you.
Yes, it's not far.
And it's not in Chicago.
No.
Who were you doing at this hotel?
John, I've never even seen this receipt until now, but I'm always staying at the hotel. Whenever she starts going through her ranting and raving, and I have to just kind of go somewhere and hit the reset button.
I'm not the one standing people up. I'm not the one making false promises. I don't tell you I'm gonna do something and don't. My word means everything. All a person have is their word.
What about you? Can you admit anything? Can you admit anything about
You sit up there and
yourself?
tell me we're gonna do this, and then as soon as the time comes, something else come up. I can change my mind. I can do what I want to do. You don't tell me. You don't control me.
Because this is
That's
what she'll
you
do
say.
if I take her somewhere. I take her places,
Stop
and every
lying.
time I take her somewhere, I can just be.
All right.
Okay,
Sorry,
all right.
man.
I think we got enough evidence. I think
buddy.
we've heard enough testimony.
Woo!
We've seen the evidence. And Ms. Bowden, if you find out he is cheating,
I'm done.
you're done.
Yes.
Well, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call Sergeant of Investigation and licensed polygraph examiner Tommy Platt to determine, is he cheating? Please report him, man. Mr. Platt, how are you?
Good afternoon, Your Honors.
So, Mr. Platt, what did you do to investigate this case?
We had a member of the team perform a covert surveillance on Mr. Creighton.
Mr. Creighton, I'm looking at your face. I'm looking at your face, and there is complete terror on your face.
That was a hostile environment in that room when I walked in that room. Wow.
All right, let's see what we got.
Now I'm breaking my own little films.
Okay.
You got your headshots,
I
Katie?
can see some stuff. I did a sexy shit. I'll show you some pictures. They're hot, like meaning they look good.
Yeah. Okay, so
what was all this?
what were you doing over here?
I was actually just looking in my phone at the time to be doing something other than.
All right.
No.
What do you think about what we're seeing, Ms. Bowden?
I believe I believe it because last night he disappeared and then come back to 1 o'clock in the morning.
I
So
had a meeting.
how do I know that you didn't go meet with her?
I don't even know her.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Well, to further investigate this matter, the court conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Creighton, and we have those results. Mr. Creighton was asked from Friday, October 12th through Monday, October 15th, did you have physical sexual contact with anyone other than Ms. Bowden? What was his response to that question?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was telling the truth.
Oh.
So those are the days on the hotel receipt where he disappeared.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
You asked Mr. Creighton, since being in a relationship with Ms. Bowden, have you had physical sexual contact with the woman Ms. Bowden confronted at your home? What was his response to that question?
He stated yes. He confessed.
All right. So during your relationship, you slept with this woman?
This was the time, I believe, Your Honor, that we were broken up.
No, we
Because
wasn't.
I was living in my own place at this
No,
point.
he wasn't. No.
Ms. Bowden, you're shaking your head no.
No.
Why are you shaking your head no?
Because he lied. He told me she was just a roommate. You lied to me. Why lie to me? Why?
Mr. Creighton, when you look at Ms. Bowden, when you see the tears streaming down her face, what's going on in here, in your heart? What are you feeling?
I'm feeling sorry, and I feel bad about the decisions. But again, Your Honor,
we was
all of the
together. I wish you'd
breakups
stop
that we
saying
had-
we wasn't together. It's like this. When he want to mess around, then we not together. That's the reason why we've been having these issues, because of you. You try to turn it like it's me when it's you. I've been faithful. I ain't messed around on you. I ain't done none of this. I'm over it. I'm done. I am so done.
Yeah.